This is SEITO YAMAMOTO. Don't forget Olympics in Japan. Again, the Japanese athletics really warming up. World Championship finalist was won the Asian Games last year. Oh, that's good as well. Now, 3 men clear. BRAZ we saw go clear, Kendricks clear, now Yamamoto putting a bit of pressure on the others. Second attempt for him, the 27-year-old. It's a new, well, equals this season best set in Hiroshima a couple of weeks ago. Performances will be under a little bit more scrutiny. Now Kendricks, first time clearance 571, 580, and he gets it. Second attempt. Well, that's going to be it, really. That'll match his season's best. And the American, a little skip there. THIAGO BRAZ now knows that he has to clear 580. Just the 2 of them left in the competition, but Kendricks knows that that's going to be a stretch for BRAZ, because although he's improving, he hasn't shown that 580 is within his grasp just yet. But certainly nicely done by Kendricks. Clean technique. There's BRAZ looking on, the Olympic champion, of course. Great pictures there. So in the pole vault, tricky conditions. Everybody came in at 5:36, and Yamamoto had some problems at that lower height, but this much better. Good competition in Doha, and good form already this year. So a first-time clearance after having taken 3 attempts to get over 5:36. Still hasn't taken his tracky bottoms off, and his number flapping around as well. Not that he's probably that aware of it, but somebody lend him a safety pin. Clear at 5:48. I have a feeling this may not go all that far tonight in terms of height. We shall see.
Piotr LISEK then, going next in this pole vault. The bar at 5:60. Now, he cleared 5:48 first time. Can he do the same here? Yes, he can! Full of confidence, LISEK. So 3 vaults, 3 first-time clearances from the pole at World Championship. Silver medal of 2017 was a just reward for yet another consistent season. He was the first pole to clear 6 meters as well. That's 10th vaulter in history to do that indoors. And there it is, the season's best for LISEK.
This is Kendricks. Piotr LISEK had had first-time clearances up until this height, but then Kendricks, who suddenly found the right form for the evening. 560 first-time clearance, and now 572 after 3 attempts at the lower height of 548. So Kendricks now putting the pressure on the pole. Really nice height there. Just rushing, and well, he knows that puts the pressure on LISEK. WALSH in the pole vault, a new name in Europe. Certainly he's been making a mark in the US. He's come over to Europe for the first time this year. His first ever Diamond League here, the 23-year-old. 3rd attempt. Oh, and he's got it! Well, he's going to get a few more invites, isn't he? WALSH clear at 581, joins Kendricks again, first to congratulate him, and LISEK. Watch this. He's a big, powerful lad, isn't he? throws those arms clear. His vest almost coming off there. Just brushes it with his chest there, but clear. What an announcement by this man. 5:81. That's actually a personal best. I'm just checking.
PIOTR LISEK at 5:81, first attempt. It's already set a season's best of 5:71, as you can see the pole. Now, 5:71 in the second attempt. This is first time at 5:81 and goes clear. Gives it a little clip with his elbow, but LISEK, World Indoor Championship bronze medalist last year, indeed became the 10th vaulter in history to break 6 meters indoors back in 2017. He says his indoor personal best better than his outdoor personal best from the 5:94. But that is very significant. He hadn't broached more than 5:60 this year. That was in Stockholm a couple of weeks back. Now, 5:81, LISEK moves into second place behind Sam Kendricks. His jump from a couple of minutes ago, and he's loving it and enjoying himself out there, LISEK. That put him in first place at the time. Well, Sam Kendricks then. Here he goes, third and final attempt at 5:91. He's seen the rest of his competitors fail 3 times. Can he separate himself? Oh, yes he can! Oh my word! Kendricks, 1 height better than the 4 men, the 3 other men who cleared 5:81 along with him. He has been superior, let's make no mistake about that. He was perfect up to and including 5:81. Then he had slight hiccup, indeed 2 of them at 5:91. But Sam Kendricks, at the 3rd time of asking, with the stadium to himself, goes clear at 5:91. And now maybe will vault on. PIOTR LISEK then, he's cleared 5:61 first time, as he did at 5:46, his opening height. The pole, one of the most consistent on the circuit, the World Championship silver medalist 2 years ago. Here is at 5:71. Oh, that's lovely. That's a big clearance too. He's gone way, way clear of that. Doesn't touch the bar, maintains his perfect record. Maintains his challenge for a win here against such a strong field. DUPLANTIS, Kendricks, RENAUD, LAVILLENIE, who's had a bad day at the office. Sam Kendricks then. Bar at 5:88, you can see the world champion has a perfect card. Cleared 5:88. 5:81 first time and 5:88. No trouble at all. We travelled with a bus, on a bus with him about 3 hours ago to the stadium here, Sam, and he's very relaxed. Just saw Kendricks fail for the 3rd time, and that is a rare defeat for Sam Kendricks, the world champion. Here is Armando DUPLANTIS, 5:93. Bosh, thank you very much. And that threw the gauntlet down, slapped it down at the feet of Sam Kendricks, who would fail a 2nd time, and then, as we saw, fail a 3rd time. DUPLANTIS then confirmed as the winner by a clear height from Sam Kendricks. And this duel between these two, with 1 or 2 other bit part players like LISEK and Nielsen and Walsh and LAVILLENIE, will be one of the highlights of this summer season. Popping over every height first time. Now, RENAUD LAVILLENIE at 5:81. Cleared 5:71 at season's best first time. And does the same again at 5:81. Got the bit between his teeth now. The fire is back. The fiery Frenchman is really enjoying himself out there tonight. And I tell you what, we talk so much about how the vertical jump, pole vault and the high jump, are hugely demanding psychologically. When you get on top of your game, boy, can it pay a bonus, pay dividends. The Olympic champion in 2012, 32 years old now. I know his ambition, he wants to win the competition, but maybe he could have gone at 5:88. Here is Kendricks now at 5:95. Oh yes, so efficient, so businesslike and smooth is Sam Kendricks. Reigning world champion, he won here in 2016 and 2017. Last year, LAVILLENIE returned to the top of the pile at this particular meeting. Kendricks shares the lead now with LISEK. Neither of them has had a failure. Kendricks has had one full more because he hasn't passed the height at 5.51, whereas LISEK passed at 5.61. Good daylight, Steve, between the American and the bar there. This could be a 6-metre competition tonight, and when you think that only DUPLANTIS have cleared 6 metres this year, 6 metres exactly, well, PIOTR LISEK.
Oh, it's a jump off.
Between LISEK and Sam Kendricks, they've got identical cards. Both had 3 failures at 6.01. That's perfect. Up to that point. Well, LISEK clears first time at 6.01. He is now a 6-metre vaulter outdoors as well as indoors. Hence the celebration from the pole. Isn't that lovely? They are such a tight-knit group of comrades. They have the toughest time in the circuit because of their poles. They have to transport their poles. And there are umpteen pictures on the internet of poles that have been smashed in half by airlines or somebody's driven a truck over them. And I talked to Sam Kendricks the other day. He hit 3 sets in Europe, he hit 2 sets in the USA, so that he doesn't have the transportation problems that so many others do. But this is the sudden death, Steve. If Kendricks doesn't clear this first time, then LISEK is the winner.
Well, I saw Kendricks walk up to the official and he may have asked him to go higher. But what a performance from LISEK. Look what that means to him. Another one, yes. More importantly for him. There, now here's the competition.
Actually, no. And can you set a beating record in a jump?
Well, the Olympic champion is having a bit of a renaissance here. His best night since, well, just about since that night in Rio. Cleared 5.82 already, 5.92. Oh, and he's done it again. No wonder he cheers. Actually saw him today wandering off by himself for a bit of a walk, maybe to gather his thoughts, but he certainly has looked fitter this year than he has done for a little while. And now, well, he's had a clear card so far. Exactly mimics that of LISEK. The 19-year-old Swede, based in America, of course. Oh, he goes clear as well. DUPLANTIS, now 3 of them clear at 5.92. So, Kendricks yet to go at this. See if he can get over it. PIOTR LISEK, 6.2 meters. When you look on the all-time list, people obviously thought that this went high, but nobody has this as their personal best on the all-time list. If he were to clear it, he'd be on his own there. LISEK. Oh, it stays on! It stays on! LISEK. Clear at 6.2 meters. He has not had a failure all night. Doesn't know how to knock the bar off. The bar stays on. Wojciechowski, his teammate, comes and celebrates with him. So does Sam Kendricks.
Well, here is Cole Walsh, the new face on the international circuit this year. Second attempt for him at 5.83. Had a hiccup at 5.43. Then the next 2 heights, first time. This for Walsh, good. Very good indeed. Well, the 24-year-old has developed relatively late. And that's a personal best for Walsh, improving on his 5.81 from Oslo back in the middle of June.
21.74.
Well, we can go to the men's pole vault now. Armand DUPLANTIS cleared 5.73. Okay, he came in at 5.58. Popped over that first time, and 5.73. Here he goes at 5.83. Is one of this astonishing trio of 6-meter vaulters this year, and that one no trouble at all for the young Swede. Brought up in the USA, but has opted to continue vaulting for Sweden. And of course, with Sam Kendricks vaulting 6.06 at the US Championships, that is now the US record.
Crunch time in the pole vault. All struggling at 5.93. Kendricks, first to have a go at his 3rd attempt. Fails this, and he's out. Others struggling though. 5.93. Oh, he's got it! Sam Kendricks gets it. Oh, look at this. It's as though he's cleared 6 meters. That's just like a lap of honor. Sam Kendricks goes clear at 5.93, with the others having had 2 failures. Well, look how much this means to him. It is the Diamond League title, but it's with Duplantis and LISEK in the field. This is his chance to get a huge psychological advantage. So Kendricks clear, the only one clear at 5.93. You'd think he'd won the World Championships again.
Well, he does vault this beautifully, doesn't he? And Sam competes so much. He said to me at lunch, what are you going to find to say to me about today? And I said, look, you compete so often, it's hard to find any fresh words. It is poetry in motion. Absolutely beautiful. Well clear of that one. Third attempt at 5.93. I can confirm for you that he has initially passed at 6 meters and then has decided to call it a day and keep his powder dry. He has retired from the competition, having won with consummate ease, I would like to say. It's not really consummate ease, but by a clear height here against Duplantis and LISEK and WALSH and RENAUD, LAVILLENIE down in 5th place, sharing that with Chris Nielsen of the USA and Pavel Wojciechowski